Hey, welcome in. You're listening to the daily version of the Cortland Economics Report. I'm Al Cortland. Appreciate you joining me. It is May 4th, Wednesday, middle of the week. Interesting day in the markets today. By the way, this program is being produced exclusively for my friends at Kitco. Chatting right now with Rick Ackerman. You know, we have a really interesting situation going on in the metals markets right now. As we are recording, we are in the midst, if to say the least, of a pretty strong correction here. Gold is down about 28 bucks, 1509.10 on the bid side. Silver is down below $40. That's a big drop. It's down $2.36, 39.30. This is going on in spite of the fact that the U.S. dollar is now approaching 73 on the index, specifically at 73.03. I have to say one thing. I have to give my friend at this point in time, Bob Moriarty, some credit in the sense that he stayed out of the fracas in terms of gold, but boy, in terms of the price of silver, it looks like his timing was very good. Anyway, Rick, what do you have to say about all of this?
It's interesting. One thing, Al, is that it all began Sunday night on news that Osama bin Laden had been killed, and you tend to think when the initial move happens that that's what it's all about, that gold and silver markets are breathing a sigh of relief because terrorism isn't going to be as much of a problem. And then you see that when the effect of the news on the markets should have died out, that the trend continues. So we've got gold and silver headed down with a vengeance. I like to use target levels to give me an idea of what might come next. And basis the June COMEX gold contract, I'm looking for 1491. At the moment, it's been as low, I think, as around 1510. Mm-hmm. So it's got another $20 to go, and depending on how it interacts with that target, if it just kind of blows through it, then I know we're looking at more correction, maybe even weeks of correction. Concerning silver, I've heard some very bullish guys go bearish. One of them is Ross Clark, a technician I respect, and he said it could be as bad as a 50% correction going back to 2008, which would be mid-20s for silver. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I'm looking essentially at the last piece of the rally where a 50% correction would bring the July contract down to 38.145, and if it corrects half of that move, we'd come down to 35.385. So mid-30s is about as bad as I can see, but I do see some things like silver wheaten kind of breaking down beneath levels that look to me like they should have held for more than the couple days that they have.
Yeah. I don't know. I am still in Trader Raj's part. That's Roger Wiegand. I'm still in his camp in the sense that I think that we have a condition right now resulting from an overbought situation. All markets don't go up and never ever correct. We have a correction here, but as Brian London said yesterday on the Kitco audio, he said, I think we're in a position right now where perhaps this is a really good buying opportunity. I'm still in that camp. I think it's too early to tell, but I think your predictions, given the fact that you're a very accurate technician, I think that your predictions are probably right on, and I would have to say that probably what we're looking at in the near term anyway is a buying opportunity for people who are interested in continuing to to amass the commodities themselves. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and when I do that, I try to sell the rallies on the broad averages at each rally target. And we do well. I mean, obviously we've been wrong for 2 years about the big trend because every time you get short at some high, it pulls back and then it just goes higher. But the trick, as far as my subscribers are concerned, are getting long, essentially nibbling at possible bottoms, and if we're wrong, we'll bail.
Yeah.
But the bigger trend, when you look at the dollar, I don't see a turn coming. There are a couple good guys out there who are saying that the dollar is long overdue for not just a huge rally, but the beginning of a major bull market. I don't agree, and to the extent that I just see lower and lower, I'm projecting on the dollar index. Let me give you the number here. It's a minimum 68 and change. We're at 73.
Yeah.
So the dollar, as far as I'm concerned, has quite a bit farther to fall, and that has to put a floor under silver and gold.
Oh boy, one would think so. Okay, you guys, there you have it from Rick Ackerman. He's got a great newsletter. Check it out. It's called Rick's Picks. We're going to be back tomorrow.